Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our perspective. Here's the breaking news. Yes, with the Muslim world maintaining overthrow over Uyghur Muslim repression and West only making stray noises over Tibet, Chinese narrative settings is a success. The funding of an online media entity by a Chinese-linked US tech entrepreneur is part of a larger game of influence and narrative peddling by the Xi Jinping regime commensurate with the rise of Beijing as an aspiring global superpower. Since PLA belligerence in Ladakh in May 2020, the Indian intelligence has been monitoring Chinese penetration of sensitive sectors through automated investment routes and have taken action against suspicious entities in the infrastructure sector like power, road and telecom. Of late, the Indian intelligence has also pointed out to the Modi government about Chinese influence peddling in Indian media through investment and other lots, including funding of education of media, recruit of paid vacation travels or sensitive places like Lhasa, or simply paying cold cash. While many are rightly shocked about the Chinese funding of media entities, positive narrative setting or influence peddling is legitimate operation for Chinese intelligence, as the same has been done by US, Russian or even British intelligence over the past decade. It is part and process of a country's setting in global power ranking, and it is not only the media but even political parties that are subverted or aligned to understand the view of a third country like China through innocent appearing diplomatic interactions, invites to lectures in think tanks or a fully paid vacation abroad. The deep penetration of Chinese intelligence has been noticed in countries in the Indo-Pacific, particularly in the Indian subcontinent, with dark arts in full display. The posting of envoys belongings to the United Front Works Department of the Communist Party of China in the Indian subcontinent and Africa are part of the effort to set a positive narrative for Xi Jinping regime. Yes, given that China is number 2 economic and military power in the world, amounts like 38 crore invested in online website are peanuts for Beijing, as it is investing humongous amounts to set the narrative in the US media, Europe and Australia. The CPC has been successful to a large extent as despite the global pandemic clarity and clearly having origins in once in China, the media and political outrage was largely subdued and content from Beijing perspective even through the global economy was devastated by the disease. That the Chinese influence peddling through paid or propaganda media is a huge success is also evident from the virtual silence of the Muslim world over serious representation of Sunni Uyghur Muslims is sinking Xinjiang in Mandarin province by the Xi Jinping regime. Countries like Turkey, Pakistan, Qatar, Iran, which trump up any Muslim cause to take leadership of Islamic world, have maintained silence on Uyghur representation at the hands of CPC over the past decades, even as they strengthen their economic ties with Beijing. The West, largely Europe, UK and Canada, who carry human rights on other political shoulders, have also been quiet, with stray noises coming out of US. The same is the case of Buddhist repression in Tibet, as Beijing does demographic changes in the region with influx of Han Chinese from hinterland through brute force. There is hardly any criticism of the umbilical cord that China has dictatorships in North Korea, Myanmar or for that matter of Iran. Bien, that's it for perspective.